What's going on, everybody? It's Childish back out of the game, coming at you with another Summoners War video. And in today's video, we're going to be giving our response to the recent video that Sean B put out, essentially talking about Summoners War Chronicles and why he may or may not be concerned about this game coming out here in probably about a month or two. So if you guys haven't had a chance to check it out, I encourage you to do so. I'll leave a link in the description down below. If you haven't, definitely check that one out and then come on back. But again, if somebody wants like a TLDR, TLDW, I guess you would say, he talks about the game, some concerns about it, relates to another game out there that has, similar issues. And then of course, checks out the video that Com2us put out here, of course, essentially highlighting, some of the good things about the game and, potentially why it may do good. So, I guess what I want to do is preface this video by saying, I got, obviously you guys know I have a lot of respect for Sean B, but I got a lot of respect for anybody out there that goes out of the way to put their opinion out on a particular topic that, could be considered controversial, could be considered as a negative thing, right? I guess the best way to put it is like, when it comes to content creation and influencers, right? A lot of us that have been around for quite some time here, we have essentially created a relationship with these said, companies and developers or whatnot here. So sometimes people can get a little bit of concern about, share their opinion about it as a reason of like, potentially getting, looked, in the other way when it comes to the developer that you've been working with, and then, potentially not, being able to be a part of various events or, whatever the case may be, right? So mad respect for people like Sean B, Jew Bagel, Once in Love, that do share the opinion out there. I know there's a lot of people out there to do it, but those are the ones that come to mind that don't hold back, no filter. They just let them have it. And I'm really appreciative of that because as you guys know, when it comes to the development of the game, how the game evolves, it's just like, that's the kind of comments, that's the kind of things that need to be said, because if we can't be honest about what we truly think about a game, how can we ever expect to be, how can we ever expect to be some changes? So, when it comes to this video and, him kind of talking about it, that big concern about the whole like C2X and how the pay to earn is going to work, it is kind of a scary thing, because it's very, very new to the mobile, platform for a lot of people here. So I'm curious to see where that's going to go. But I hope at the end of the day, they can figure out, they can look from all, they can take a chance to look from all these other games that have come out there and kind of failed a little bit here, so they can, make the adjustments here. Now, in addition to that, I guess the one thing I wanted to give you guys, I'm sure people are going to wonder, to kind of share my opinion on it. I'm kind of in line with Sean B here. Again, let's put it out there. Let's just throw it all out there, right? I've been content creator for 8 years now, and I've always held a neutral opinion towards a lot of things here. While I may have an opinion about something that may have been kept off camera because there's no reason to publicize it, for the most part, I've basically kept a positive face and haven't shown too much negativity or just kind of like, and this negativity about certain things here. I think the first time I ever shared my opinion was when we had the, I think it was the Twins. Was it the Twins? It might have been the Twins. Either the Twins, quote unquote bait and switch, or the cocky, change or whatnot here. That definitely kind of set me off a little bit. And, essentially, when I put out that video, I was like, man, I hope that they learn from their mistakes. So I'm like, because that was pretty rough, right? That being said, though, coming into the new game and trying to, create something that they haven't done before, which is the MMORPG alongside the pay to earn kind of platform, whatnot. I'm curious to see where that goes because, again, when I, considering this game and all the changes that they made, especially in the last half of it, the last 4 to 5 years, they've, we've always given them a hard time about, really listening to user opinions. But, the last 3 years, they've definitely done a lot better, especially this last year when it comes to some of the updates. They've definitely done a lot better. But, every single time I put Com2us on a pedestal, there's a couple of random things that kind of, bring me down and make me kind of, curious as to it. Are they really, making the adjustments that need to be made? Because there's just so much value that could be learned from all the people that have been kind of copying them, all the games that have come after them, copying them to be better. You feel like they would learn from those mistakes, learn from everybody's mistakes so they can move forward and do well. So I thought that was going to be the case with Summoners War Lost in Turia. I thought with this kind of new type of real-time arena, I thought that was like a brilliant idea because, Summoners War, Summoners War in a nutshell, right? Turn-based stuff or whatnot. We just take our turns, go against the, what's it called? The auto play defense, whatever like that. And just be fun with it, right? But once RTA got introduced, everybody saw something, including the developer, said, wow, this real-time thing, like this is something special. This can go somewhere. We can do something with it. let's expand on this. Let's see what we can do. And I don't know what was the whole reason about, introducing Summoners War Lost in Tria, but, Summoners War Lost in Tria for me, I initially had a lot of hype about it, but it kind of fell through for me because for the simple fact of there wasn't so much to do outside of the actual real-time play, right? Again, we can go back and forth about all the pros and cons about it, but the thing for me that I kind of lost it, that kind of let me down a little bit, was the whole aspect of like I said, it's like literally every single part of it, the PvE, the PvP, everything that we're trying to do is essentially the same type of RTA. You go, there wasn't any different, right? That's what we've been accustomed to when it comes to this type of game. I know that we're trying to do something different, but I was hoping to see a little bit more variety when it comes to game modes and whatnot that you can incorporate in a new game like that. So Summoners War Chronicles, I always give Com2us the benefit of the doubt that they're going to do well, but like I said, as much as I give them all, put them on the pedestal, there's always a couple of things that kind of bring them down. Summoners War Lost in Tria was a little bit for me. Some of the updates, did it for me as well. But so basically, I really hope that they just put forth the effort to make this really, really good, because again, they're obviously going out of the element here, introducing this whole pay to earn thing with the C2X and all that stuff. But even in light of that, I just really hope they figure out a way just to make the overall game playing experience really, really good. Because at the end of the day, while they're looking to see people transition from Summoners War into Chronicles, obviously they're looking to pull from various other genres, various other groups of MMORPG players, pull those people in, and get them into the Summoners War ecosystem. So if that is the case, if they're really trying to do that, they're really trying to grow their franchise, I really do think, again, you just got to kind of go back to the drawing board. Take a look at these videos that Sean B, Jubig, or whatever, regardless of the fact that it's not what you want to hear, it's what you need to hear. You gotta listen into those feedback, opinions, and user feedback, and really, really take a step back and see, can we incorporate it? Are they just saying something from a moment of hatred or negativity, or are they really just like they're really trying to give constructive criticism? Because I just, like I said, I've been a diehard fan of Summoners War since the beginning, and I do not want to see them, introduce a game as they did with Lost in Tria and kind of have it like fall through. Now, mind you, I'm sure Lost in Tria is still out there, still doing its thing and whatnot here, but again, it's definitely not at the level that Summoners War Sky Arena is. And again, I probably shouldn't be trying to put those two together, because we're talking about it, when the game came out, like a 2-month game to a game that's been out for years, but considering the fact that they are from the same company, to me, there is no reason why a company of this caliber, of this magnitude, should not be at the top of their game in every single aspect, right? They should have done their homework. They should have seen all these companies out here that have literally tried to copy them and just ruin it for various things. Said, okay, we definitely don't want to do that. We definitely don't want to do that. We can't do that. That's not going to work. And they should have learned from it and moved on. So I hope that, I feel like after the whole Summoners War Lost in Tria, I'm sure that their teams have talked. They've done a little bit of talking. I'm giving a lot of credit, but I feel like they're doing it, right? I hope that they get a chance to really talk this through and see what they want to do with this game, because the last thing they want to do going into a game that's, already 8 years old, is to move into a new game that's supposed to carry the franchise, for many more years to come, and then have it kind of flop because they didn't really not only listen to the feedback that you guys and the content creators have been giving, but also just take a look at some of these other games out there that have been failing. Like, I feel like they're gonna do that, or they have done that, but man, every single time I give them credit to make that video out, they do something that just makes me slap myself in the face and just be like, oh my God, it's crazy, man. It's crazy. But again, I apologize for making this long-winded video. You can call it a fluff of a video or whatever you want to call it here. Basically, I just wanted to share my opinion alongside Sean B. You guys know we have a really, really good relationship, and I highly respect anybody that goes out of the way to put their constructive criticism on a game. Just put their opinion out there. Again, I don't want anyone to hold back here. I feel like there's a lot of people out there that can articulate this particular situation that we're having to tell them, like, hey man, this is great. We can make a couple of adjustments here, make some, do a little bit of this, do a little bit of that. You guys will be fine. It's no big deal, right? Again, completely different styles of game, right? MMORPG versus turn-based, but we got a lot of you guys that have been playing these types of games for a long time. You've seen all the mistakes all these companies have made. You just hope that they can they could really listen. They could really listen to us and you know, like I said, make the game better than ever before. So personal opinion on the game, yes, I'm a little concerned, but I feel like after, you know, everything that's happened over the last essentially decade, especially in the last couple of years, how they really ramped up the amount of you know, support and the things that they've done listening to us. Like I said, I kid you not, so many of you guys' comments on all the previous videos that we talked about balance patches or quality of life improvements, like I've seen so many changes that they've implemented since like in this last like 1 or 2 years that they've done. They've listened to us versus the last 6 years like alone. Like the amount of changes that they made within the last few years, like trump everything that's been done prior to. So I'm like, I feel good. I feel good about it, but I would be silly to say I'm not a little skeptical of the fact that we could be coming back here in about a month or two and just be like, wow, like really? Really? So yeah, guys, just wanted to give my, you know, kind of brutally honest opinion about it. I want to essentially just, you know, kind of follow in, echo off of Sean B. I hope that we have a lot of other content creators that share their opinion before this game drops. You know, maybe a couple of things that they're looking to see, maybe a couple of things that maybe Com2us should be concerned about, looking for. Because again, I know there's a lot of people out there that have a lot more extensive experience on games of this type, or have already gotten into games that have like the whole pay to earn, you know, virtual currency kind of thing going on here too. So again, that's going to be it, fam. I hope everybody had a fantastic Father's Day weekend. It was an absolute blast. I apologize I didn't get a chance to get out there and do a little stream, but as you can imagine, it's Father's Day. So, you know, I just kind of relaxed and did my thing. That being said, that we should be back to the regular schedule. Tomorrow, Tuesday, we'll be doing an earlier stream as I've been playing a little bit more cards in the evening. But outside of that, fam, that's pretty much it. I just wanted to get my opinion on that. As always, if you guys need anything, feel free to hit me up, Discord, email. It's all in the description down below. And once again, you know, shout out to all the people out there, both the community and the influencers that have been putting out their opinion without any worry about, you know, any kind of lashback they may get from any other company, not just Com2us, but any other company that do it. Because at the end of the day, it's brave people like yourself that, you know, put their stuff out there to essentially, you know, turn the tides on what we can do for these games to move forward. There's so many things that these games can do, but just I don't know what it is. Sometimes they just need that exterior feedback from us, and hopefully with you guys' support they could do that, and we can really see this game good. I guess one thing I forgot to add: Summoners War Chronicles, different style of game. It's MMORPG, right, versus turn-based RPG. Is it something that I'm gonna quit, like play this full time? Can't really tell you right now, right? I highly doubt that I'm ever getting away from Summoners War, but obviously, if I'm enjoying it and I can make it work with my schedule, you know, we'll consider playing it a little bit more. But as for right now, yeah, I couldn't tell you. To be honest, I wish there was some more idle games that I actually enjoyed out there that I could play. But yeah, I haven't really found anyone that I want to that I can get into here. But anyways, guys, that's just me rambling. I'm gonna go ahead and let it go. Let me know what you guys' opinions are about this particular topic. Summoners War Chronicles. Are you yay or nay about it? Can you work it in your schedule? Is it something that's going to just not going to be a possibility for you? Let me know. I'm curious to hear your feedback on that, okay? That's going to be a fam. Thank you all so much for tuning in. It's your boy Childish or ChildishPlays. Check it out. Take care, and we'll see you all in the next one. I'm out.